right. And we are good to go. I think, yes, we are. Okay, great. The video is there. Yep, awesome. Hello, everybody. How we doing? It has been a weekend. Let me tell you. Just got back from camping this morning with the kids. So, of course, that was just, absolutely craziness camping with all those children. But it was good. It was good stuff. Didn't have much rain. We enjoyed it. So tonight, don't really have a plan. I'm definitely going to start up the print for the extruder for the Voron Legacy, which is behind me. I have my shirt ready and I have a bunch of parts pretty much ready for part 3 of the Voron Legacy build. Part 1 went up on Friday. Part 2 is going to go up next Friday. And I'm hoping I'll be able to have all the rest of the parts for part 3 to go up in 2 weeks, is what I'm hoping for. I still need a few more 16mm M5s I'm out of, and I ran out of the flanged bearings because that is what all the bearings are needed for, is they all have to be put on whenever you build the Y-axis, and part 3 of the video series is going to be the Y-axis. So I need to do all of that. And I did reprint the top braces for the Z-axis because 2 of them actually cracked because I'm using the button head bolts and not the socket head that it requires. And button heads have a larger head, so when they squeeze down on it a little bit weird and actually split the ABS down the middle. So I want to make sure that I go ahead and re-put those on before I get too far in the process and have to try to do it later. Because once if you look at the, right here, so you still hear me? Yeah, okay. So here is the Legacy build, okay? Now, these are what kind of cracked right down the middle here. That's what's cracked there. Let me open that, close that. So I'm going to replace those. And if I would have to redo those, I would have to take apart this in order to pull this off, and this. I basically have to take off the entire Y-axis in order to re-access these again. And I don't want to have to do that. Not in the slightest. I can do this. There we go. There I am. But yeah, so and you can see here I've got the new tops. These were designed by Aaron. I was going to redo these, but he did it. So fantastic. I don't have to do it. And I already printed those out, and that just covers the top of the extrusion there because this only comes to about 1/3 of it. This, whatever the 1/3 of 20mm is uncovered. It's unsightly and it's also sharp. So having a nice little cover on top of it will be fantastic. So I have that. I've already went ahead and put in all of the heat insets that I need to. And the Y-axis is probably the biggest part to do because it is these front sets. It's the back for the motors on both sides. And then it is all of this for the side carriages, the Y carriages, except for this one single piece here that sandwiches on the X-axis. So that is the only piece that I'm not putting on. We'll then assemble the X-axis with the carriage. I don't know if I'll do the extruder in the same, or the hot end assembly in the same video or not. I'm still waiting on the fans, but that's still probably another 2 weeks away before I start that video. I'm hoping to do it before I go on vacation in early December. So I have just shy of a month left to do as much as I can do, go on vacation, and then when I come back, I'll probably be able to finish it. But tonight, we're going to stick with the kind of stock Legacy build, and we're going to go ahead and put on, or we're going to print the parts here for the M4. Now, this is not in the STLs, at least that I'm aware of. Let me see if I can find it real quick. So here it is, STLs. I am not doing the LCD. I'm going to go headless on this build. I don't really see it as a useful thing. So these are different print heads. I did the E3V6 because I'm using the E3DV6 print head. But yeah, none of the extruders are in the Legacy build. So what I have to do is So you can do it two different ways. You can either pull it from their website here, so the CAD or anything like that. I might just go, so right here, does it talk about the thing? Right here, yeah. So I might see what they have in the sourcing guide, if they have that belt. I might do it from Amazon just because it'll get here faster than AliExpress. AliExpress will be cheaper though. So here it is, redirecting AliExpress. And we need the 188 6mm, 5 pieces for $7 free shipping. So, I mean, I could order it and it'll just be here when I come back. It is significantly cheaper. So I just really need to figure out, am I going to get to the extruder build before I leave in early December, or is it worthwhile just to order the 5 pieces so it to be cheap? How much is 10? It's $2 more for 10. I don't know. I think 5 is more than enough. There's no real reason to get 10 of these. But I might go ahead and just order these and then call it a day. But because they're for the Voron, this is the only real extruder that they're for, as far as I can tell, on Amazon, they are a bit more pricey. So I have 108mm is what it is. Let me minimize this window here so I can see me. There we go. So they've got it one for $8.99, not prime shipping. Here's a pack of 10 for $17, prime shipping. It's just, this one doesn't have it, which I don't know why it came up, because it's sponsored. This is the same ones, so 10 piece for 15. It's the same ones from AliExpress, but it's 10 pieces for $6 or $16. So it's twice the price. I wish they had just, again, a few pieces. I don't need that many. Why is it so hard? Powage. Powage 188. It's just that one, just that pack of 10. I was really hoping that the what's it call it? So I have belts for the bottom lead screws on the FT5. I was hoping those were the same size, but the ones on the FT5 are quite a bit larger. But again, so this is the belt here that I'm talking about on the M4 extruder. So I've never printed anything like this before. This will be interesting. I don't really think it needs to be ABS. So I'm kind of debating on printing it in PLA or PETG. Unless it says anything on the website that it has to be a particular filament. I just don't know if it needs to be or not. I don't even know how this thing gets assembled though, because I don't really know anything about it. We kind of drill into it here a little bit. So we can do this. We can hide the belt. That coupling, I'm gonna need to figure that out because I don't have that. That's the extruder core. Wait, how does that go? There's multiple parts on that. So it's using a Bondtech drive gear. And a 5mm by 48mm shaft. So, hey Theodore, how you doing? I mean, all of these printers all run PETG extruders, so no issues whatsoever. Now again, it might be different with this design. It could be different. But yeah, there's actually quite a bit of parts in here that I don't have. this 5 by 50 millimeter shaft. Five by 5. So I have to cut it down. Oy vey. Okay. And it looks like I have to notch it. Looking at this here. Hey, Paul, how you doing? Because of those set screws that go in, it looks like they've notched it. Yeah, they've notched it. So that will be super fun and interesting to figure that out. And it looks like it's notched there as well. Oh, man. Yeah, Theodore. So I have found 100% infill. It is not as strong as with an infill and a thick shell, honestly. Well, I know. So all of the other parts, all the interior parts, I've done the Voron thing, and they're all ABS. Okay, all these parts are all ABS, except for the enclosure. So this guy back here, because printing this in ABS was an absolute nightmare. So I printed this in PLA, which is perfectly fine. It's just the electronics enclosure. Nothing's going to happen with that. It's not a heated enclosure. It's also not enclosed. So even if I do enclose this, it still will be just fine for that. Everything else is ABS per the Voron decree, I guess. But for this guy, I guess I could. I'm just a little bit worried also about figuring out how to notch this out. So I'm hoping there's a guide out there on how to notch this sucker well or properly, because filing that down, it seems like it's going to be a bit of a struggle. But let's hide this thing here. Okay, so there we have, and that is notched out for the set screw on that, it looks like. That's what it looks like. So can I hide this body now? Main body, okay. Yeah, so that is notched out for that guy. Cool. Nadav, how you doing? That's not too bad. So all of these are M3 by 30s. I think I have a bunch of those. M4 hardware kits on AliExpress. What do I need an M4 hardware kit for? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking M4 bolts. I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. I take that back. Let's take a look on here. Or an M4. Huh. It might end up being easier just to do this and use the gears that I don't know if I would use these extruder gears or not. I might use ones that I have. But I mean, 12 bucks might end up being cheaper because, again, I would spend, you know, $8, $7 on this. And hey, Adam, how you doing? You've been away a long time. I mean, they even have printed ones, but I don't need to. I mean, I'm going to print the parts myself. I'd prefer that. Because I want it to be in the colors that I have and want. But yeah, those are notched out already. And they come with the Bowden clips. Do they? I don't see them in here. Oh, right there. There's the Bowden clip thing. The bearings are coming, and the belt I don't have. So I didn't realize there were kits for this. So this is fantastic. So Powdadge has a kit. So let's go to here. Let's go to their page here and see what we can find. So let's search for M4. Man, that's 30 bucks compared to 10. That's quite the big difference there, my friend. $30 compared to 10. You know I'm a cheapskate, man. Like, they're only charging a premium because they're the preferred vendor of Voron. Like, that's kind of crap in my opinion. Hate when companies do that. I mean, the only real benefit to me buying this kit is, I guess, so it's the rod. Okay, so this rod I need. I need this PTFE coupling and the belt. Other than that, I have everything. So again, getting this from, you know, crap country like Two Trees, those parts don't need to be perfect. And again, if their bearings aren't good, that's fine. I have bearings. And I have, let me double check here real quick. I think I have, I didn't see FISEC in the list, but let me look real quick. I think I have some extruder gears here from, since it's the same gears that all of my other builds use. Looks like I still have 1, 2, 3 kits here. And a set of bearings and spare Bondtech grub screws. So yeah, I think I'll see if FISEC has a kit, because I do, most of the FISEC stuff is pretty good. Usually they come up pretty high in the list too. Oh, here it is. $14 for the printed parts as well. Let's just search M4. So they don't have a separate kit. They just have the printed kit. So the only thing I'm not seeing is the PTFE coupling that goes in the top of the M4. There's this little orange thing here. Oh, that's no print, left hand, right. Oh, okay, so no, with nothing, it's $14 for just the hardware. Thank you for pointing that out. Yeah, but they don't show the PTFE coupling in there. Yeah, this right here. It shows it there. Well, I don't think it's cheaper to buy the parts individually, because again, the shaft alone, okay, so it's $10 just for me to get a single 500 millimeter guide rail. So let's do 5 millimeter shaft. So I don't care what it is. I need 5 millimeter and a 300 mil long. It's still $3 for that. And this estimated delivery January 18th. Like, we're talking 3 months for this guy. And also, like, I don't know, what am I gonna do with a ton of extra of the 5 mil. This is also January. The Triangle Labs one has the coupling. Did we see Triangle Labs? So I don't think it's either one of these. It's not this, because doesn't it need the metal collet in there? Because this is just for the top of the hot end. I don't think that's the same coupling that goes in the top of the M4. Let me... Where's the coupling at? So this thing here. There's a seal, a release clip, so yeah, I'm just kind of trying to find that piece, which here they're saying, oh, Bowden fitting and the Bowden clip. This right here it is, one piece. It's $5 for the one piece. So like I said, it's just, I don't think it's better to buy all these pieces individually. Because if we're talking $1 for that, we're going to talk probably $5 or so for a 5mm shaft. And then another $8 for the, I don't need 20, Adam. It's the thing. I mean, what do I need 20 for? What am I going to do? So $15, what do I need 19 others for? They break. Okay, I'll buy 2. Like, I can't throw around an extra $10 just on an extruder. So 5.6 has it 3 for 20. I have a 5.6 store open here. No. Get rid of you, get rid of you, get rid of you, get rid of you. 5.6. But again, they have the kit for 14. I need at least one more for the tool head. Really? Well, Bob's your uncle, you're right. I did not see or think about that. Yeah, you're right. Okay. I'm still not buying 20. You sent a link. On where? Where'd you send me a link at, Adam? Because I don't have one on Discord or here. Discord. There we go. Oh. Killing me here. I'm not buying that. I still don't think it's cheaper for me to buy all the parts individually. I mean, I could buy these to have the extras, but I think it would be better for me just to pick up this kit or the FISEC kit. I think that's a better use of money. Yeah, I don't have it as allowing links, but I don't even see it here to approve for you, so it does block them. Because also I'd have to buy the springs separately. I have to buy this separately. Again, it's another stupid amount of money for the belts. And I don't need either of these pulleys because I have all that. All right, we're gonna do one of these, and I'll do a set of these guys. I think I'll call it there because I don't want to spend $40, $50 just on an extruder. That's just not me. So I'm building one. If I end up building more down the line, then so be it. But right now there is no, there is nothing on the docket to build another one of these from scratch. I will have a V0 next year to build, but that's coming as a kit complete. That will have everything that I need. I don't need anything for that one. So, that is fine. But yeah, so the goal here also is to start out with the default build of the Bowden extruder. And then if I decide I want to change later, I will change over to a direct drive. Because I was talking to Aaron. Aaron is using the stealth burner. He's using a direct drive one. Prices are going up for everything, man. But for this, I have almost all the parts. Yeah, EU to US doesn't make sense. I appreciate it, Paul. I really do, but it quite does not. But it's okay. Again, I'll order the parts. You know, I'll probably order them tonight after the stream, and then they'll get here whenever they get here, sometime in December while I'm on vacation. And then when I come back, then I will do the extruder. That'll probably be like my late night when I'm jet lagged at 2 o'clock in the morning. I will probably film doing the extruder because I would love to have all of this done before the first week of December and just have to do the extruder. But I'm going to print the parts tonight and get all that prepared. So why don't we go ahead and do that? So we've got a couple parts here. So the main body is a midsection, an end plate, and the motor plate. So let's save this as an STL. That's fine. Then we'll break it apart once we pull it in here. So we're not printing on Bumblebee. Print this on Metroplex. And we're going to pull in that. We're going to split it into objects. Okay, so we've got this guy on that face, this guy on this face, this guy on this face. So there's those three parts. And then we've got, if I pull that out, we've got this, the latch. Is that a single body? That's a single body. Okay, so we'll save this out. Then we've got the guider. Spring and that. So let's save that out. I'll delete the sprue bodies in a minute. And then we have this guy, which is the 80-tooth gear. Save this out. Okay. I will print these in another color. So let's break this apart. We'll delete all these guys. Break that apart. Delete that, that, and that. So the pulley is on the right face. This guy, I don't think it matters. That does not matter. This guy probably needs to be printed on his face. Delete that. He looks like he's supposed to be printed on his face. So I'm going to hide those three because those are going to be accent parts. This will be all black. And I'll be able to do this in one go on Metroplex in ABS. So, all that's good. These are small things. Easy enough. 3 hours, 4 hours on that. That'll be good. All right, so that solves that. Let me unhide the main body. We should be good to go now. And oh man, am I tired. And that's just a piece, single piece of PTFE going all the way up to that. Okay. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Yeah. Now we've got some headway on that, which is great. I had all the other, I finished printing all the other parts. Let me put my battery on charge here. I finished printing all the other parts. Again, here's the electronics box, which I've actually modified. I'm using a bigger fan because I didn't want to buy another fan. I had an 80mm inductional Noctua that's going on there, but got the back to print. It looks fine. I don't know, but in order to get this to print, I had to print the main case on Bumblebee, which is my Core XY machine, because I printed this twice on Hound, had a layer shift on Y, and then I printed it on Optimus and had a layer shift on Y. I have no idea why none of them peeled up or anything like that, but I had a Y-axis layer shift, and that was just unacceptable, and I lost like half a spool of filament, so I had to throw this on the big juicy guy and do that. I think there's anything else that I have ready. I've got most of the extruder parts ready to go. I put in all of the heat inserts. I need to see if there's any more heat inserts for the main part of the extruder body, well, the carriage, I should say. I don't actually, yes, I think there are some on the side of this guy here. So, did the case in ABS, never again. I tried it twice and didn't work either time. So, oh yeah, they do go in here. So if I'm looking at it from that, all right, so the heat inserts, there's 3 of them to go in the one side. You can see them here. So if we find ourselves here, close all that up. There we go. All right, so this is under electronics, gantry, x-axis, x carriage. Okay, so let's isolate this. All right, so we're only looking at this guy here. Now let's start hiding some parts here. So hide that casing. What is this? What is this? Oh, that picture that has one in it, doesn't it? Can we hide the fan? Okay, this mid plate here, the Bowden adapter plate has some. Let me just pull the. Okay, so I got all my parts in here, so please stop rolling around. Stay there, please. This guy right here. Nope, that's not the right part. That's not the right part. This is the back plate of the Bowden adapter. Where's the front part of it? This guy. Gets them on the front there. So these two down here. So actually let me get, I think I have a, use my paint marker and just mark these different holes that I need to put them in. Hey, Viking. So I want to look at that. I didn't print this. Does this front housing get 2 in the top up here? Under where this fan is? Like, I know they're not in there, but they look like they should be. And then the back of the fan gets 2 up top and 2 down there. Okay. It just screws in the plastic. Okay, good to know. So I need to put 1 here, 1 here. And then on the back side, the 2 holes up top both need it. Okay, so that one's marked. And then I see some more in these carriages here. The bottom one looks like it needs it, which is this guy down here. And the other one right here. You both need that, right? Yeah, because if you're going that way, you go on like this. You go on like this. Oh no, those are wrong. They go on this side. Derp Shane. Not those ones. Okay, so now we can hide that guy and what this guy? What are you called? Bone adapter. Yeah, I've got those. Okay. Hide that. Okay, now we need this back part, and you get ones up in there. Yeah, no manual at all. I mentioned that in the video series that I'm doing all of this from the CAD, and I'm trying to do the video series a little bit step by step to kind of show people where these different, like where all these need to be done, so that if you're not comfortable looking at the CAD, I mean, there's something to be said that you probably shouldn't be you know, building the Voron if you're not comfortable with it. But yeah, for those that aren't super comfortable with it, I am doing this series for that reason, in the manner I'm doing it, so that people have this resource. And then these down here are just pass through, which is fantastic. Can I hide this guy? Hide the hot end. And I don't see any other ones. And I already did this little piece, and then these two guys here are in here somewhere. No, they're in here. At least I'm fairly certain I printed them. If I didn't, I will add them to the plate. I'm not seeing them, so I guess I didn't. Oh, stop. It's really strange. I thought I would have did that. Okay, well, this didn't need any. This needs it, this needs it, both of these need it, and this needs it. So there's 5 parts there that need them. All right, so let me normalize this now. Isolate. Everybody back. A lot of stuff can pop up during the build, but again, I'm hoping that the videos will help. The videos helped. I got a ton of great feedback about my videos on building the hypercube. So I'm trying to do this series in that same type of format where I do a different piece of the printer for every video to make it more digestible. They can be longer videos between 15 and 20 minutes, which is fine. I don't really care on how long my videos are. I care that they're helpful. If I cared how long they were, I would make them all 10 minutes and 1 second so I could get double monetization. I just film them as long as they take. So I hope that it helps out. Theodore said, did you happen to catch 3D Kitchen's video on 4D slicing? I have seen him post stuff about it, but I don't mean to be rude. I really don't care about 4D printing right now. It's not something that has been like, oh, I should do that. Not at all. I'm sorry. So let me find those files again. So that's going to be STLs, gantry, X carriage. Did I really not do any of these? It's right there. There, I'll print the 2 of those out as well. And then we'll worry about the heat inserts in here. I do have more heat inserts coming. I don't have enough right now. I think I only have probably about 10 or 12 left, I'd say. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, I have 12 left. I do have another case coming, or another pack of them coming. I'm hoping this week with the rest of the hardware because I really want to get this built. So, but I'm actually really glad I did this stream because you guys have caught a few parts that I was not tracking. So, thank you again all for being amazingly helpful. Quite a lot of air comes through these guys here, through the fan shroud. It's pretty good. Yes, I'll try to do as many of these as I can with the heat inserts that I have, and then I'll do the rest later. Interested in the service finishing you can offer? I guess, I mean, if you print for, like, this is why I've always told people, if you want to watch good quality printing, I'm not the guy to watch at all. It's going to be CNC Kitchen or it's going to be Chris Wakaki. Like, those are 2 of the best print quality people on the internet, bar none, in my opinion. So leave it at that. I'm not the guy to watch if you want to see like the most perfect prints ever. It's not me. I'm not that good at it. I'm happy with the quality I get. I mean, none of these prints here are perfect. I mean, this is my bottom layer. Okay, so you can see it's kind of mucky there and whatnot because of the glue, and I don't really clean the build plate every time. I just don't like to do that. And then this is my top layer, okay? And here are my sidewalls. You know, there's a little bit of some weirdness extrusion going on there. This side looks better. Can you please focus on my bloody hand? You know, they look good. You know, here's another one. Here's the bottom of it. Excuse the white on there because I had, and here's the top layers. See if I can do it like this to get it in the worst light that it can to see all those gnarly layers. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. I'm happy with it. It's fine. I don't need to have the most perfect things ever. It's not my deal. My accessibility and helpfulness on fixing and building is why coming back. Well, I appreciate it. I do. I really want to make sure that people understand that if you're looking for the picture perfect prints, I'm not the guy. And I am, again, I'm okay with what I do, which is build machines and try and mess things up and have fun with it. Let me get a drink here. Priorities, yes. And a lot of the people that do have those like perfect prints are full-time content creators or 3D printers. It is almost 9 o'clock at night here. Kids are in bed. The only time I get to do this stuff is at night, after everyone's in bed, after work and everything like that. The way I support my hobby is through the YouTube channel, through Patreon, through affiliate link. That's how I fund my hobby. If I could sell things, I absolutely would, but I can't in my situation, so that's why I do this. Outside building Voron, you can reprint the parts after the printer is up and running. The 2.4 is ABS Beast. I'd love to make one of those. I just cannot justify the price. The only reason why I got the V0 is because about 3 months ago or 4 months ago, it's been a few months now, I went to AliExpress and pulled the $350 that I had there for about 6 months worth of affiliate link purchases. So you guys using all those links down below, every couple months I'll go on to those different websites and I'll extract the money. Amazon sends it to me monthly. I haven't gotten an Amazon gift card in probably a year. Hardly anyone's using the Amazon links, but AliExpress is still getting quite a bit of usage. So if I can get $350 every 6 months, I'm okay with that. So I took that $350 and I've been sitting on it waiting to buy some type of printer or kit or something. With the 11/11 sale on AliExpress, and then I got an extra $50 coupon from FISEC to buy their V0 because I told them I'd create content on it and do a build. They said, great, we can't give it to you for free, but we can at least give you a $50 discount. That brought it down to, I think I spent, after tax, well, before tax, it was $292. After tax, it was $310. So I was underneath that mark. Perfect. I was below that 350 was what I was trying to find a kit for that's different than what I already have. And the V0 is different. I was going to build a Tiny M, but the issue with the Tiny M and sourcing all of the parts is pretty tough. I kind of debated on, asking Aaron, hey, if you've got doubles of things, can I buy them off of you? But I didn't want to do that. And it just was a little more than I have time to dig into. I got really into a lot of the builds whenever COVID was a thing because I had a lot of free time. I was home all the time. So I could design and develop a lot of the stuff here that I'm using nowadays. But yeah, so that's why I ended up going with the V0 kit. Ended up being a really good deal. So I figured, why not? I will buy the cheapest. You cannot get a Voron cheaper than a V0, cheaper than $310 on AliExpress. You cannot do it. After ship, there's no shipping fees. After tax, everything, $310 is the absolute cheapest you can buy that printer. And I'm absolutely going to run on that name as I bought the cheapest Voron V0, and here it is. I'm going to use that to my advantage. I have not decided the format for those videos because the V0 has so much content around it. I don't know if I'm going to just build it within live streams and just kind of do a hangout, or just build it myself. No live streams, none of that. But the live streams kind of get views, so I don't know what I'm going to do there. Before I forget, hi Joe, how you doing? Thank you for coming. I do like that about being a smaller creator, that I can thank and talk to every single person that comments. I've said this 1,000 times before, but I watch, Tom's live streams every now and then, or Joel's, or Linus, where there's hundreds, if not thousands of people, and the chat is just blurring by. It is insane that they can barely pick out a single content. So single comment. So I like having everybody around to talk about it. These are 360, no coupons, but price go up nowadays. Yeah, it can. So I've seen them. The 11/11 sale, they got down to it was like 360. Oh, here's the other thing. Because I found so many coupons on 11/11 day, this is not the standard. This one is a colored frame, and the colored frame ones were like $60 more, which was just insane. So, but I was able to get that one, have the other $90 of coupons off, plus the coins or whatever else is on there. And then that's brought it down to that $292 and then tax. Silent Rush, hello. Dustin, thank you, my friend. This actually, I'm pretty sure this was one of the few wife purchases for shirts. I generally don't like when other people buy me clothes. I like to buy my own, but I'm pretty sure this is one that she got me. So I do like it. But yeah, so that's just a little behind the scenes on that stuff. And I lost my train of thought either way. But yeah, so I have that coming, and I'm hoping in another 6 months that I'll have, you know, another 350 or whatever, and I'll take it out or I'll leave it in there. I think I have $120 on AliExpress right now in affiliate things. So I'm hoping that kind of this also will drum up a little bit more affiliate link usage for people buying parts, seeing what works for me, if it does or doesn't. Most stuff I buy, like, I'll not talk about the stuff that doesn't. I'll only talk about the things that do work. So you kind of know where to go for the good parts and whatnot. But I'm hoping to get some more linkage on there. If I can get $1,500, I will buy a V 2.4 kit on AliExpress or something. I will absolutely use, if I get $1,500 in a year, I will buy that printer and I will build it. I am 100% set on, and the money I get, I don't spend on anything else. I use it for the channel. Most of the Patreon money, I'm getting like $30 a month right now. I'm using that to buy filament. I just spent a lot of money on Ziltech filament because they had a pretty good affiliate deal over for this month. So my discount plus they gave us free shipping ended up being a really good deal. So I bought, I want to say 10 rolls of ABS, PETG, and PLA, and a bunch of different colors as well. I really like Ziltech filament. Most of this, I mean, most of my shelf up here is Ziltech filament. I'm using Ziltech ABS is all of this. This is Ziltech ABS that I'm using. Most of my printers are made with their stuff. I like it. So that's what I kind of use all the money I get. I put right back in the channel to buy stuff for here and whatnot. I mean, you guys bought the camera that I use here for all my recording was bought with stuff. The first funded thing I ever bought was my Prusa Mark III. That was the very first big affiliate purchase that I made using all the money that affiliates made, all of the money that I got from Patreon and all that stuff. That was the $800 and some purchase for that. So that was a great big one. It's probably the largest one I've ever made yet. But yeah, I want to find, so I got the red frame for the V0. I want to find a cool black filament. So I'm thinking I'm going to go and check out Atomic and see if they have a carbon fiber ABS. That's what I wanted to see if they have. Let's take a look real quick because they do. Carbon fiber nuclear nylon. No, I don't want nylon. I would love to get there's a flame retardant one. There's a black ABS. I would love to get a carbon fiber ABS. Oh, 3DX Tech. I forgot about them. I forgot about them. Atomic does have one. Yes, I think this might be what I use for that because I'm running that filament on both my Bear, that's now Nemesis, and my Bear 2.1 and my 2.0, or wait, no, what's this one? This is a 2.0. My 2.1 is also using that Hound. So I really like their carbon fiber PETG. It looks great. I think I might go ahead and get this one for the V0. That would be, I think, pretty good. I think 3DX Tech is also supposed to be pretty good stuff. But I know that this stuff prints well, so I might do that. Their carbon fiber PETG is also $50 a kilogram. It's expensive stuff. It's definitely premium. But let me tell you, the carbon fiber PETG prints absolutely beautiful. I mean, if you go back to any of my old streams where I was building both the Bear or Hound, they look really good. So I might do this for that print, for that build just because it's pretty awesome. They also have jumbo rolls of it. So yeah, so this right, oh, that's 180 for their big ones. 3.5 kilograms. This stuff, God, it prints so nicely though. So nicely. Cannot really beat it. Yeah, KSP is what, or is it KVP? Village Plastics. That's who Voron is recommending. Yeah, Keen Village Plastics. So if we do their... What is their black? Well, they don't have just black. They have all colored names. This is... Oh, here's just black. So they are... Their regular ABS from Keen Village Plastic is $35. You said KSP? It's KSB. That's not it. KSB.com. Here we go. Oh, it's good to know, Paul, but I think everyone should kind of tell the Voron team because they're still linking them here. They also have Paramount. Paramount PLA is really good. I have a couple rolls of that I've used. And they are $23 a roll. Now, granted, the ABS that I'm getting from Ziltech, I think is what, $13 before discount. After discount, I'm getting it like around $10 a spool. So anything else is really like, eh. Yeah, I'm not seeing this KSB one. Oh, it is KVP. Okay. But yeah, it's $35. You said 19 to 20. Let's see if they have anything else here. You said ABS Plus. This is just their ABS, which is $35 a spool. So, oh, they have it on Amazon. Okay, we can check Amazon. From the PLA, their ABS, same price, 32. It's actually $2 cheaper on Amazon. But either way, what Paul's saying here is that they lost kind of reputation because of tolerances are off. That's disconcerting. They got a lot of colors too. But yeah, I think anyways, I might do that for the, also just to kind of spice up the V0 as well, is to use a real, like if I'm gonna get the nice red frame, to use a real, real nice looking filament for that. Because I mean, layer lines on the carbon fiber stuff don't exist because the carbon fiber hides all of that just because of the surface finish you get on it. Where if you're printing straight with just a regular filament, you can really see the layer lines in there. You can see where I've had some over extrusions again. Look at the real worst light. Who did that video? Was that Stefan that did the video of like the inconsistent layers where it looks, excuse me, it looks great head on, but as soon as you turn it and to be at the less optimal, where it's lit from above and you're looking at the side, like that 45-degree angle, you can see every layer line. It just looks horrible. But from the side, like, it's not a bad print, But either way. That's what that is. All right. Well, I think that may be where we call it tonight. I've clued you guys into some future stuff. You kind of see where I'm going here with the legacy build, which I'm kind of excited for. I'm a little bit nervous though. I'm using the POM for the Z carriage. I'm wondering if it's going to be too tight because it's pretty hard to turn right now. So I'm not sure if it's binding in there at all or what's going on, but we won't know until we finish building it. And if it ends up being not great, then we'll disassemble and we'll put on the standard lead screw. But I like them because they don't sag at all. They just work. We'll kind of have to see how that goes. Have I done polycarbonate carbon fiber? I have not, Theo. $10 to $15K spools. Holy crap, dude. That's a lot of filament. I go through about a spool a month, maybe 2, depending on how heavy I'm printing. I mean, this ABS, I still have a little bit left on the spool. I've got enough to do these prints, but my spool is right down here on the floor. It's getting pretty low. We'll say that. It's definitely getting low. So I should have my shipment of, my first shipment of Ziltech is, I think it might be coming in this week or next week. I'm hoping it comes this week so that I can get the white and print the white accent parts, because I have not printed any of those yet. But those are, again, nothing. The only thing that's accent part on the next part I'm doing, which is the y-axis, is the belt tensioner, but that's easy one to remove, and I can always take out those 2 bolts, remove that, put the new one in, put the 2 bolts back in, because it's only held in with 2 bolts. So it's easy enough to disassemble and not disrupt anything. So if it does come in, I can reprint those. That's not a big deal, but everything else is staying black. But yeah, so I think that's going to be it today. You guys have been an amazing help tonight, so I greatly appreciate it, because yeah, it really ensures that I don't screw anything up or I don't miss anything. I definitely missed a few things. So I'll be ordering that AliExpress stuff tonight, and that way I'll be able to get the extruder rolling right after the new year when I get back. We'll end up being like late January. I get back mid-January, probably be like later in January whenever I actually get to building the extruder for this. So I'm hoping to have this build done by February. I know it seems like a long way out, but I'm trying to get a new section done at least every week, which it takes me about 2 nights to film because I never do anything right the first night, so I have to go into the second night. This will probably be a 2-nighter unless I get all the parts here tomorrow or Tuesday. I'll try to knock it all out in one night, one filming, and then do all my editing and just get that queued up. So we have the y-axis, x-axis, hot end, and extruder. I might do all of those separate and just keep those last 2, the hot end and the extruder, shorter videos. And then electronics, which is the wiring and putting the thing on the back. I think we'll do that. So right now, looking at 5 more parts. So it's going to be in total 7-part series is what I think it's going to end up being. Which is good. I mean, the Hybrid Cube was 6 parts, but I think if I break down those last 3, electronics, hot end, and extruder, and make those smaller parts, smaller videos, I think that'll end up being better for digestion reasons. For people who are trying to just focus on a specific part of the build, they can just watch that part of the video, or that video on that part. You know what I'm getting at. I think that'll end up working out better that way. So yeah, I should be live streaming next weekend. I don't know what it'll be. We'll probably talk more about the Legacy, how that build is going, or anything else that I'm working on, whatever comes up this week. Yeah, we've got 4 weeks left until vacation, so we should be doing live streams up until I leave, and then I'll have about a 5-week break while I'm on vacation. I don't know if I have any content to put out during that time, but we'll kind of see how it goes. I'm getting more and more kicking myself in the butt to get back to editing, even though I absolutely hate it. It's the most boring thing ever to listen to yourself talk, and to create the video and add all the little extra bits in there. It's really boring. I hate it. But I'm working myself up to doing more of that. And I'm trying to also edit like the day after I film right now, so that I don't have a video sitting for like 6-8 months, which I have tons of them. I actually have 5 videos I ended up just scrapping because I recorded them actually before I moved last year, in the hopes of editing and publishing those during the move while I didn't have any content coming out, but I never did any of that. And now these videos are just super out of date and I don't feel like putting them out. So I just scrapped them because I just didn't feel like doing them. So those videos will never come out. They're not going to be edited. I'm just not going to do it. So we'll leave it at that. But yeah, I'm working on getting myself more motivated to just film and then edit like the next night or that night if I can, just so that it's done and I can schedule it and put it up on YouTube and just be done with it. So I'm just trying to get myself more motivated to get on top of the videos. So I thank you all for joining in. It's been a great evening. Again, you're all super helpful. So I thank you all for being here. If you guys want to support the channel, there's a Patreon link down below. There's also a bunch of affiliate links. Again, everything you guys use of those links, I get a little bit of it. And all the money that I get goes right back into the channel, either buying supplies or printers or anything that I need. It all is here for you guys to actually see and digest. So I thank you all for doing it. There's also a link for Discord down there if you want to hang out with us, talk, see the progress I'm making on the build, help me answer questions. I can help you guys answer questions. Go ahead and join Discord with the link down below. So thank you all for tuning in. I'll talk to y'all next time, and happy printing.